If you are an analytical thinker like me, then learning to simply rest in your challenging emotions is going to be far more valuable to you than you probably realize. I've coached hundreds of smart, intellectual thinkers, and this is just more and more clear to me over time. I made a video last time about how we have a tendency as analytical thinkers to try to understand everything, including our emotions. So we feel something like loneliness, sadness, anger, whatever it is, and our first instinct is why. Why am I feeling this? Let me analyze it. Let me think about this feeling and figure it out, right? And I explained that that is not actually going to serve you because even if you understand a feeling, that doesn't necessarily make it go away. It doesn't necessarily solve it, right? And today, I want to explain why this is so important, what the benefit is of just being in the what instead of the why, because the benefits are extremely powerful here. So I really want you to understand this. But again, just to make sure we're clear on the difference, why is trying to fix it, trying to solve it, trying to solve the emotion. I'm feeling anger, I'm feeling loneliness, I'm feeling whatever it is. I want to solve it so it'll go away. So it's kind of a smart person's way of essentially repressing it, right? It sounds like this kind of more intellectual approach of, yes, I'm not just pushing it down. No, I'm figuring it out. I'm fixing it. But what you actually are is saying, no, you're not welcome here feeling. Go away. You're bad. I don't want you. And sometimes, in a small number of cases, yes, understanding it, if it was a misunderstanding or something, that can help. But a lot of the time, understanding it will not solve it. So instead, it's being with the what, not the why. This is anger. This is loneliness. I'm just going to sit in it. I'm just going to fully feel it without trying to fix it, without trying to change it. So why would you do this? That sounds painful and boring and uncomfortable, right? So what are the benefits? There are a huge number of benefits that I could talk about. I've been really doing this work for myself for maybe 8 years, being very intentional as a thinker about developing my feeling capacity. So there's so much I could speak to, but I want to talk about 3 major benefits today. So number 1 is that you get to better understand the forces that are actually controlling you. So you think that you're a smart, intellectual person, you're in control, your thoughts are running the show, but then you face problems in life. You procrastinate. You have mood swings. You feel anxiety. You feel depression. You feel like you can't let something go. You have to debate someone. You have to prove them wrong. You feel tired for some reason, right? All those things are sensations and emotions. They're not logic. So you can't just fix them with logic. Logic is actually often overrated. Rationality, logic, we analytical thinkers love to fall back on those. And those are great, of course, for many things. If you are building a bridge and you measure something incorrectly and the bridge collapses, great, logic is the solution. Let me fix my measurement, right? But if it's, I'm feeling anxiety, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling an existential void, I'm struggling with my purpose in life, I'm super lonely, logic is not the answer there. It's learning to be with your feelings to build emotional resistance, or emotional resilience, rather. The emotional resilience to be with challenging feelings and realize that you're still okay. And if you can really stick with them, then they'll eventually shift. It's like being in a storm and there's a storm all around you. Oh, it's so unpleasant. It's so unpleasant. And you think, I just need it to go away. But actually, what you need is to keep walking through the storm, keep being with it, and eventually you come out the other side. And you feel like, oh, now it's calm here. So the first reason to do this work, to be in the storm, is so that you can understand that the force is really ruling you, that you think it's the thoughts, but actually the puppet master pulling the strings underneath is your sense of self-worth, your worry about your belonging, your worry that you're unlovable, your desire to be seen, your intense loneliness, your fear of abandonment, whatever it is. Those are the things that are actually driving you, controlling you. So if you just stay in the realm of thoughts, you're not actually understanding how you work. So if you value self-awareness, if you value accurate understanding of reality and yourself, then emotions are where it's at. And it's also the solution. That if you want these challenging feelings to go away, you have to move through them. You can't just push them away with logic. So that brings us to number 2, which is that emotions are a superpower. Logic alone, thoughts alone, are insufficient for doing a lot of the things that you want to do in life. If you struggle with procrastination, with low motivation, emotions are the way to get that, not logic. Right? If it was just logic, oh, I know I should be working out every day. Oh, I know I should be eating healthy all the time. Oh, I know I should be practicing this habit every day. Okay, and you still don't do it. Logic is insufficient. Thoughts are insufficient. You need to feel the truth of this thing. You need to feel the importance of this thing. If you can really get into your emotions, if you can really feel that comfort of being in that emotional storm and feeling like, yeah, I'm okay. I can handle this. I'm not just going to push it away with logic. I'm going to be in this storm. If you can build that capacity, then you can harness the power of emotions to feel this kind of burning passion inside yourself that I am worth it. My life is worth it. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to show up every day and do my habit. I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. I'm going to feel my purpose in life. I'm going to feel this is my motivation. It's a feeling. It's not logic. So if you want the most powerful source of motivation in the world, it is feelings. And logic can help, of course. Like if you can name to yourself some facts, many studies have shown that this is valuable. I've seen a lot of people I respect who do this. It works for them. That can be a great scaffolding, to support that motivation development. But it's still probably not going to be the thing that really lights the fire. That really takes examining your feelings and really finding the why that most resonates with you. And like, yes, oh, I feel that. Now I want to go do it. And so finally that takes us to the third reason, which is just a sense of aliveness. For me, when I look back, 8 or 9 years ago before I was doing this work as an ENTP, super analytical thinker, I thought my life was great. Objectively, I was successful. I had all the things. And there was just like this gnawing sense of like, is this really it? Like I've checked all the boxes. I'm successful, right? But it still doesn't quite feel fulfilling. My relationships are okay, but like, is this the best I'm supposed to hope for? Is there more? I wasn't really sure. And I could tell you now on the other side of doing a lot of work that there is a hell of a lot more. There is a lot more available. And now when I compare it back to 8 years ago, it feels like I was asleep back then, and now I'm awake. It feels like I was watching a movie in black and white, and now I'm seeing it in color. Just the sheer feeling of aliveness every day. It's not only that passionate emotion, it's just everything is more vibrant when I'm more in touch with all my feelings. It's almost like if you're examining a spreadsheet and you only have 2 columns of data and the others are hidden, and you think that's it, this is all the data. And then you somehow unhide the other columns and there are 10 more columns. Oh my God, now there's all this data flooding in. Wow, so much richer. So that's what's possible when you can be less restless. Be less, okay, what's the next thought? What's the next to-do item? What's the next thing? Thought. And instead just rest in, here is the feeling. I'm just going to be in it. And that's the good ones and the bad ones because they're always pairs. Joy and sadness are a pair. You only feel sadness because you cared about something. That thing brought you joy. You lost it, now you feel sad. So they're 2 sides of the same coin. You can't just say, I'm going to push away the negative feelings and embrace the positive ones. You have to learn how to embrace all of them. So the way to start practicing this is to first start just pausing throughout the day to notice, okay, what am I feeling right now? This thing just happened. Something good just happened. Something hard just happened. I'm feeling lonely, whatever it is, and just feel it. Okay, what is this? It's not just good or bad. How am I actually feeling? Am I disappointed? Am I excited? Am I curious? And then be in it. Your job is just to say, okay, this is what I'm feeling. What is this like? That's it. It's not how do I fix it? How do I make it go away? How do I make it stay forever? How do I change it? It's just here it is. This is loneliness. I'm going to be lonely. And really just staying in it. It might take a lot longer than you think. It might take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just being with it, feeling it. This is loneliness. This is loneliness. Where is it in my body? Being with it without trying to change it, without trying to understand it. And what you'll find if you really stay with it, eventually you'll feel it shift. It's when you come out the other side of the storm. And it takes a while before, a lot of practice before you'll feel a dramatic shift. At first, when you're practicing, you're going to fail sometimes because it's still a new skill. You have to develop this skill. And sometimes it's going to be just a really subtle shift. Maybe you notice like your shoulders are really tense, and then you sit with it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you realize, oh, my shoulder fell down. There's a lightening, a softening. And that's the beginning. The more you practice this, it's a skill to develop. The more you practice this, the more you will better understand yourself, your triggers, the puppet master controlling you under the surface. You'll have more motivation, and you'll feel more aliveness in general in life. So this is the kind of work that I love doing with fellow analytical thinkers. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching to really get some customized support, helping you learn these skills, you can check out my website, michaelcallows.com. And I've got a lot of videos on this stuff too. So I hope some of this lands with you, resonates, or at least makes you curious to keep going and trying on this work. And I wish you a nourishing day.